It received wonderful reviews during its Broadway run last year. Now, the Thanksgiving play has begun a run right here in Toronto. Joining us now to talk about the play is the woman who wrote it, playwright Larissa FastHorse. Larissa, thank you so much for joining us here today. This is really exciting. I'd like to start at the very beginning and ask you what inspired you to write this?
I am an Indigenous playwright and I write about Indigenous topics. And to be perfectly honest, I was having a rough time with theaters not wanting to produce pieces with Indigenous actors. So I said, fine, theater, I'm going to write something that has people who are white presenting but still deal with Indigenous issues. And it ended up being a really fun, exciting way to create a play.
And it's being described as a satirical comedy, let's say. How would you categorize it, though?
Yeah, I would say it's a comedy within a satire. So it is a satire. There's a lot of interesting, perhaps sharp points I'm making, but I also want audiences to have fun. It's important to me that if you come to theater, you're going to have a good time and you're going to enjoy the people next to you in a way that you don't on your couch at home. So I want people to come and laugh and have a great time, but also leave thinking about some things.
Let's give some background here as we're seeing this play in action. So the play centers around four people. Two of them are theater people who are trying to write a new aged take on the very first Thanksgiving, and they run into, let's say, some issues.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to say it. And this is American Thanksgiving, just to be clear, because I was writing it down here. But yeah, they run into a lot of issues very quickly with trying to represent people without people. And I think that's something all Indigenous people and a lot of other folks can relate to, is being spoken for in the room when perhaps you aren't there. And maybe we should just ask the person you're talking about.
And so the play's making it to New York City. You became the first known Indigenous woman to have a play produced on Broadway. That's a huge achievement. How does that make you feel?
Oh gosh, proud, excited, a little bummed out. The last known Native American playwright in Broadway was the great Lynn Riggs, who was almost 80 years ago. I mean, we got to do better in theater and get more Indigenous plays out there. And I was really proud and honored, but also it can't be another 80 years.
You're bringing it right here to Toronto as well. I'm wondering, from your perspective here, where are you hoping the messaging, as you're speaking with us here today, where are you hoping this messaging lands? What impact do you hope this project will have?
Overall, I really hope that this play creates a lot of questions for people. I hope that you're left really thinking about things and wondering about, why don't I know more? Why wasn't I taught things? Why am I just learning some of these things today? And I hope it makes you not just have the questions, but then seek out the answers, not just for yourself, but for the systems. Why aren't we taught these things well enough in our popular culture and our educational systems? And then make a change.
Absolutely. And we all have the power to be educating ourselves, especially when we have these opportunities here. The Thanksgiving play runs in Toronto at the CA Theatre until October 20th. For those wanting to check it out, walk us through what you want them to walk away with.
Oh, wow. I want them to walk away with having an incredible time. I want them to be thrilled that they got off their couch and came to the theater, because the theater is like no other place. I love it. It's my favorite way to work, and I want everybody to have an incredible time. And I want them to walk away having something to talk about with the people you came with, and with everybody in your family and in your life, to say, hey, I saw this play and it made me think about some things. And I want that to be happening for folks.
What a joy is it for us to be able to witness this and also be able to watch and support you. Larissa FastHorse, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We truly appreciate it.
Oh, I'm honored. It's really such an honor to be a part of Toronto Theatre. It's such a great theater scene.